Hello. Some very unsettled weather across much of Europe, particularly close to the Mediterranean over the next couple of days. We've got an area of low pressure that's already been pushing in across the UK and France too. So a lot of isobars on the map here, a period of pretty wet and windy weather working into central parts of Europe on Sunday. So that's going to be falling as heavy snowfall across the Alps. The Pyrenees also seeing lots of snow through the weekend, could be about 1.5 meters here. We've also got another area of low pressure developing close to Italy, bringing some downpours here. And also for Greece towards Turkey, heavy rain, could be a risk of flooding across southern Turkey as we head through the course of Sunday. Some snow to relatively low levels across coastal parts of the Adriatic in Italy and across to Portugal and Spain. Unsettled in the north with this rain and mountain snow continuing. Colder air moving in across parts of the UK, Scandinavia too. And much colder air will start to pile in across parts of Eastern Europe and Western Russia through the course of this week. So here's how Monday is shaping up. More downpours across much of Italy, Croatia, Greece as well. Some blustery winds with that wet and unsettled weather there. So here's the outlook then, and it's actually looking a little bit drier and more settled for many cities towards the west of Europe over the next 5 days or so. Should be largely dry for London, Paris, Madrid and for Rome too. Meanwhile, things are turning much colder in Moscow, -14 by Wednesday. More showers for Athens. Bye-bye. Hello. The recent nor'easter storm that brought all that heavy snowfall for the Appalachians towards the northeast, 18 inches of snow for the Buffalo area of New York State. Now that's moving across the Canadian Maritimes now, so continuing heavy snowfall combined with really strong winds across much of Newfoundland through the day on Saturday, drying up for Nova Scotia and high pressure building further south. So a lot of settled weather there towards the east. We've got this system developing around the Gulf Coast, so bringing a marginal risk of severe storms across parts of Texas towards Arkansas as well. Could be the odd weak tornado and large hail in some of those heavy showers and thunderstorms. Drier weather across much of Alaska, but we've got this next system bringing more rain and mountain snow in towards British Columbia. It's been very, very cold for Western Canada. Things will turn a little milder through the week ahead. Quite a lot of dry, settled weather down across California too. And here's the outlook for cities in the west and eventually a return to some sunshine for Vancouver, Seattle as well. Things turn a little bit cooler for Los Angeles as we head on into Monday. And quite a cool but largely dry day for Montreal, Toronto towards New York. Pretty chilly, particularly where you've got all that lying snowfall. Relatively dry, settled and quiet as we head further south towards Georgia. Just 1 or 2 showers lingering across the south of Florida. And we've got all those downpours pushing up towards the Tennessee Valley as well. So more wet weather for many cities in the east on Sunday. Colder by Monday. Hello there. Days of heavy rain has meant flooding problems across parts of southern and southeastern Brazil. Here on the satellite image, you can see the area of cloud that's been producing those downpours. It's really slow moving, so similar areas once again are going to see those torrential downpours. Not quite as heavy the rain for Bahia State, but we're going to see torrential downpours across parts of Rio de Janeiro State and Minas Gerais as well. Heading further north, it's a little bit of a drier story further north across Colombia and Venezuela towards Suriname, but we're also going to be seeing some downpours pushing into central and western parts of Brazil across the Amazon basin. There could be further flooding impacts and landslides down towards the southeast. Could be 300 millimetres of rain falling by the end of Sunday. Further south, things are going to be hotting up for much of Chile and Argentina. Here's the outlook then, and no surprises for Rio de Janeiro. More wet weather, heavy rain and thunderstorms for the next few days. Hotting up in Buenos Aires, up to about 38 degrees by the middle of this coming week. Quite a lot of dry weather across Mexico on Saturday, but we'll have a few showers around the Yucatan Peninsula, affecting Belize and a few for Guatemala and Honduras. 1 or 2 showers cropping up through parts of the Caribbean too, but it's not until later in this coming week that we'll see some quite unsettled weather moving in from the north. So Havana will catch some heavy showers and at times some thunderstorms. Should be staying dry though for San Salvador. Bye-bye. Hello there. We're set to see some showery weather across the far north of Africa over the next few days because there's an area of low pressure in the Mediterranean. That's going to push some gusty winds and some outbreaks of showery rain across parts of Libya, Tunisia and Algeria, as well as the odd shower for the north of Egypt as well. Further south, pretty warm weather through central parts of Africa, particularly for the DRC, Uganda, Kenya as well, and some heavy downpours for Botswana towards northern Mozambique and Madagascar. And for South Africa, some heavy showers and thunderstorms developing towards the west, but still an increased threat of fires in places. For Cape Town, some slightly cooler weather on the cards over the next couple of days. Johannesburg sees some more rain arriving through the middle of this coming week. In Khartoum, lots of hot sunshine, temperatures on the up. In Lusaka, a mixture of sunny spells and heavy showers and thunderstorms in the forecast as well. On to the Middle East, and we've got this low pressure lingering across the western and central Mediterranean, pushing into the southeast Mediterranean, and that will head its way across the Levant as we move through the next few days. But for Sunday itself, it's looking largely dry and settled across the Levant and for much of the Middle East as well. Temperatures are a touch warmer than we've seen recently, fairly typical really of this time of year. Now that rain reaching the southeast Mediterranean will move across the region through the course of the week, reaching Kuwait by around about Tuesday. Should be dry though for Muscat. Bye-bye. Hello. Heavy rain and mountain snow has led to problems with flooding, landslides and an avalanche risk across parts of Afghanistan, Pakistan and the far north of India as well. Now the system that's been bringing all that very unsettled weather here in the north will gradually be pushing its way southwards and eastwards. So an improving picture across the far north of India into Pakistan as well. But we have still got some of those heavy showers lingering around, clearing out of New Delhi gradually, pushing closer to Nagpur through the course of the weekend. Further south, things are looking generally a bit drier and more settled, but cooler weather than we'd expect for the likes of Mumbai and Karachi too. Now into Central Asia, and the weather reasonably mild here at the moment as well. That mild air spilling its way in gradually from the west. So Ashgabat at around 12 Celsius on Sunday. A lot of dry weather, thankfully, across much of Afghanistan, Pakistan as well. And it's looking dry and settled for Rajasthan and down much of the west coast. Perhaps 1 or 2 showers down towards Kerala and for the Maldives as well. Sri Lanka seeing a few heavy showers and thunderstorms interrupting the sunshine. A lot of dry weather as we move up the east coast, but for central parts of India, we'll continue to see that unsettled weather with those showers moving in. For Mumbai, the temperatures will be on the rise a little bit over the next 5 days or so. In Colombo, we'll continue to see showers and thunderstorms at times. For Karachi, things are remaining largely dry and settled, and sunny spells persist for Chennai. Bye-bye. Hello. We've seen some unusually cold weather in Tokyo and some very heavy snowfall around there as well. Bit of a respite for Tokyo, a bit drier over the next day or so. Further south, we've had plenty more heavy showers across Indonesia, and there are more of them to come, but they're not quite as frequent or as disruptive as the heavy downpours we saw earlier on in the week. But let's start off across Japan then. A quieter day in prospect during Sunday. We will see some rain just lingering off the southeast coast there. Could just push a few showers in towards the south. Quite a lot of dry weather for the Korean Peninsula and northeastern China. It will turn colder here over the next few days. Heading our way further south, and cool conditions in Hong Kong at around 16 degrees. And then we're back into those showers across the Philippines and Indonesia as well. Osaka looking reasonably mild and dry over the next couple of days, but in Seoul things will turn colder as we head through the coming week. Meanwhile, across Australia, heat is going to be building through much of this week across a good part of Australia. We could well also see a tropical cyclone forming in the Coral Sea, which may make landfall around the Cape York Peninsula by around about Tuesday, bringing some very heavy rain, flooding impacts there. A few showers around the east coast, but not as heavy as they have been. And a bit of rain pushing into the South Island of New Zealand, but high pressure holding on for the North Island, keeping things dry. Still 27 degrees in Christchurch on Sunday. More showers at times for Sydney and Melbourne, and things will be hotting up in Perth. Bye-bye.